Hello my loves, welcome to a new pick a card reading, and today we're going to find out what are they realizing about you. So this can be your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush. What are they realizing about their thoughts and feelings about you and this connection? And this will be particularly useful depending on your journey. If you've had struggle with this person, challenges with this person, maybe you have stepped back or they have and there's minimal to no contact and you're just looking for clarity, this is the reading for you. So if you are new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Welcome to all of the new subscribers as well as to everyone who's already part of this beautiful family. I am so honored to have you here. It's my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. So today I have a pick a deck reading, and I have many different ways for you to choose your group. So please do remember that this is a general reading. Not everything may resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. But if you're at that point where general readings are just not enough and you have this deep desire to gain complete clarity on what's going on between you and your special person, then I recommend you have the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I just love seeing you on video call. It's such a healing and transformative experience. And if you'd like to, we also video record it so that you can watch it a few times, because you would be surprised. In a long reading like that, so many things come out that you don't even notice them the first time, like when you're in the reading. So it is very powerful, and Spirit can answer all of your questions right there in real time. If that doesn't resonate, I also offer pre-recorded video readings. So you have a lot of options, and my reading menu is at livetarot.com/readings. So take a deep breath. Let's see which of these you feel most guided towards. So you can choose from group 1, 2, 3, or you can choose them all, or we're also going to be assigning zodiac signs to each group. So you could pick your zodiac sign, your person's zodiac sign, and also combine both of those readings. You can also pick from deck as well as crystal. Okay, so there's no right or wrong answer here. Be gentle with yourself. So for group 1, we have this deck and this crystal. For group 2, we have this deck and this crystal. For group number 3, we have this deck and this crystal. So let's go ahead and get some zodiac signs, and everything is going to be time stamped in the box below. All right, for group 1, let's see, what do we have here? We have Libra, we have Sagittarius, Taurus, and Virgo. For group number 2, we have Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, and Aries. And for group number 3, we have Capricorn, Cancer, Aquarius, and Leo. Okay, go ahead and make your choice, and we will get started right here with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose this deck, this crystal, as well as Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Virgo. So let's see, what are they realizing about you? So we're going to start with oracle cards, then we will do your tarot, and stay with me till the end because we'll also be getting a final message from Spirit. So what is it that Spirit wants you to know today? Kind of like advice. I love getting advice and guidance from Spirit. Because clearly they know more than we do. All right, let's see here. We have self-love. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. We have unexpected income. And we have, wow, breathe. Okay, so, wow. Group 1, your reading is very, very clear. Like, it's so concise. And even from all different decks, it just feels like your person has a very specific realization that is now hitting them, and it's hitting them very hard. So I do feel that you've had a very volatile relationship with this person. I feel like this person is realizing that you are very, very aware and always have been aware of the fact that they are more of the unstable energy in this connection. Like, this is somebody who definitely has not healed their issues, okay? They have a lot of healing themselves to do, okay? And I feel that they are coming to a very clear realization that there's definitely a gap between, you know, your spiritual journey and theirs, as in, like, you've actually been doing the work for self-love and healing. Okay, you are more aware of knowing that, you know, we all have certain, you know, childhood traumas, inner child issues. We all have things to heal. That's part of the human journey. But I think this person is realizing that you are stepping up to a greater level of that healing. And what that is, what the result is from you stepping up to a greater level of healing for yourself, is you are now placing boundaries on this person. You've decided no longer to accept the behavior that you think is unacceptable from this person. And I do get this very strong energy of unconditional love, group 1. I feel that you are somebody who practices, cares about giving your unconditional love to the people that you love. Not just this person, but also to all of those in your inner circle who mean something to you. And again, I feel like this person struggles with that, not with you giving your love or you being an unconditionally loving person. And I mean, there's no, you know, nobody is completely unconditional. Again, we're all human, but I think this person has realized that you have really made a lot of progress in coming from an energy of love and understanding when it comes to them as well as other people in your life. And again, I feel like they are realizing that they are not doing the same. I feel like this person, their viewpoint is more of like a distrust of other people until those people prove that they can be trusted, versus they're realizing that you are the opposite. You want to trust in people. You want to believe in people until they show you that they can't be believed or trusted. So it's kind of like opposing perspectives. And that doesn't mean that a relationship can't work out between people who are opposites in that way. But I feel like the main thing here that this person is realizing is that, you know, the volatility of this relationship, there's been a lot of hot, cold, up, down. This person realizes that they are not the stable energy here. You are the stable energy here. And they know that they have really tried your patience. Okay. They've really pushed the boundaries with you. And so they're realizing that you tried your best. They're appreciating that you tried your best to come to them with that unconditional love, support, and understanding, and you tried to overlook or heal or help or, like, you know, get over the struggles, the challenges, and all of this person's kind of like, you know, behavior. But now you reached a point where you said enough is enough. Okay, I need to practice my self-love. I need to love myself and set a boundary with you, because even I am on my healing journey. See? So they are now, especially if there's been some distance between the two of you, especially if you have placed distance because you just needed to breathe. So I do feel that this person has also realized that maybe they were crowding you, like they were like sapping your energy, they were draining your energy from their behavior, you know? And oftentimes it's people think that, oh, you know, your behavior, your energy gets drained, or you become emotionally exhausted when you're arguing with people, or when you're disagreeing with them, or you're butting heads. But there is also an equal, sometimes even more of an energy and exhaustion within you when somebody is inconsistent too. It's not that they're arguing with you, although for some of you that could be part of it as well. But the exhaustion comes from you never feeling fully safe with this person. This person hasn't been showing up and making you feel safe in the relationship, like they are someone you can count on. This person has realized that they are not making you feel safe, or they haven't in the past. Because they haven't shown up consistently, they haven't shown you that they will be there, they have your back, you can count on them. And that in itself has emotionally drained you. And so they know that you have stepped back from them. They're realizing that you are protecting yourself because you need to breathe again. Like this person was almost constricting your breathing. They were stressing you out so much. And for some of you, I feel like this person is also seeing that you are glowing up in your career. You know, that you have taken your focus off of them. You know, all that emotional, mental energy, all the nurturing you did, all the understanding you did, you know, giving them that unconditional love. You have now withdrawn that. And you are focused on your glow up, like you are focused on, you know, your career, your contribution, your abundance. And that is also taking them for like that respect. You know, they're realizing that you are somebody that they should not have taken for granted or, you know, made to feel unsafe, right? Their respect for you is increasing in this process. They're starting to see you in a new way. They're realizing that you're a lot stronger and a lot more capable and a lot more valuable than they ever treated you to be. What else are they realizing? We have 15 toxic witches. Oh my gosh, there it is, the devil's energy. Devil's energy. So they know, okay, they know that they have been the toxic person in this situation. The star, and you've been the star. There you go. Oh my gosh. See, it's almost like Beauty and the Beast energy. You know, like, you know, this person realizes that they're the toxic one and you are kind of showing up as this superstar. And to me, this is also the glow up. Like I said, you're having a glow up and they are absolutely feeling it and seeing it. The Hermit. Ooh, look at this. All major arcana. Okay. Big spiritual energies, big spiritual lessons this person is learning. Ace of Cups. Wow. And the Moon. Okay. Every single card is a major arcana except for this Ace of Cups. And what a beautiful card to get from the minor arcana, the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. The Hermit, the Moon. Okay. So this person, if you have stepped back from this person, in your silence, in your absence, this person is seeing the light. Okay. Look at this. Hermit is a central energy. So I think they are really missing you. If you have just kind of disappeared or stepped back from this person's life, they don't hear from you anymore. You don't text them anymore. You don't check on them like you used to. Because I do feel like, again, you were the kind of person, group one, who used to check on this person all the time because you used to worry about them. Right? Because I do feel that this person has definitely been going through challenges. I feel like this also applies to them. I also feel like for some of you, and this may not be for everybody, but I feel like for some of you, this person was giving you excuses for not showing up consistently for you by saying that their work is making them very stressed. right? Like they were giving the excuse of work. Oh my gosh, I have to work hard. I'm just overwhelmed. Like, my job is all consuming, or my business is all consuming. And, I just can't seem to, focus on other things. Like there was a lot of excuses. I need to make money, all this stuff, right? And so I feel like it's a bit of a reversal where it's like they were making all those excuses, and now you're the one, they're seeing you stepping up big time into your mission, your career, your contribution, and you're doing it from being absent from them. Okay, so if you've gone into this hermit mode, this has been very useful for this person to realize your worth. And it's sad, I feel sad that, couldn't they realize your worth while you were there? Why does it take your absence or your rejection of them or you stepping back from them? I feel like for some of you, again, this is not for everybody. You may have already told this person, I've had enough. Like I'm not dealing with your BS anymore. And that shouldn't be the reason why this person finally opens their eyes, right? But what can you do? It is what it is. Like some people, that's what they're like. So this person is realizing that very much that they have been the devil's energy in this relationship. Like they have toxic tendencies. They've behaved in a way with you that is also toxic, okay? While you were this amazing star. Again, I said this before, they're realizing the gap between where they are in their healing and the things that they have to admit about themselves and where you are in your healing, whereas you are willing to admit your own faults. You're willing to work on the places where you get triggered. You're willing to work on your own healing. And that is why I feel like this person, Ace of Cups, like they still want to be with you. They still want a new beginning with you. But they're not quite sure if you would want them, okay? Because for some of you, you may have really told this person off. Like you may have really told this person, look, I've had it, I'm not going to tolerate any more BS. So I feel like this person is very confused right now in terms of where you would stand. Like as in like they, are seeking clarity on like, did you say those things to them just out of anger and you don't mean them, or over time, like you'll still give them another chance, or you'll still, even if you're still with this person, maybe you're not in separation, or maybe you haven't stepped away from them. Maybe you've been considering stepping away from them. I just feel like this person is starting to feel what it would be like, if you said, I'm done and I'm moving on from you. And so that's also giving them, with this moon's energy, I think it's really a heavy, heavy energy, because they know with this moon's energy also that they've had a veil over their eyes. They've been in denial about certain things that they don't want to see or admit to about themselves. Okay. So I think with this moon, with this Ace of Cups, I feel like they're also realizing that they're going to have to lift the veil from over their eyes. Like they're going to have to admit their faults. They're going to have to come to you and come clean. They're going to have to say, yes, these are the things that I've been, grappling with, but I haven't let you in. These are the things, like, yes, this is what's really behind my, my behavior that has been hurtful. This is why I've never made you feel safe in this relationship. They know that they're going to have to lift the veil, okay, on all their stuff, on all their BS, in order to even think of having a new emotional beginning with you. Okay, so right now they might also be in hermit mode because they need to deal with that moon's energy. They need to figure out how to catch up to the star, because they're not where you're at right here. They're kind of stuck right here. Wow. So there's some big, big revelations coming to this person. What else? What else are they realizing? Mirroring, see? Offer. Karmic partner. Fertility. Okay. So I do feel for some of you, I feel like the reason why this person has not been able to give you reciprocity in the way that you deserve may be because they have a karmic partner or you do. Okay, that's not for everybody. But since it's showing up, I feel like for some of you, the reason behind all of this behavior, the reason behind why they can't make you feel safe in this connection is because they might be involved with somebody else. Unhappily, of course, not wanting to be there, of course, maybe stuck in some living situation, but still that person is there for some of you. Okay, so that might be the reason why. So now they have to, make a decision, because you may have said enough is enough, I'm done. But today, this is what I mean about the mirroring, where I said, where it's like, this person and you both had certain things to heal, and those things were coming up for both of you. But again, they realize that you worked on it, right? You may have gone through a difficult time with them as well. Things may have come out of you as well. Nobody's perfect, right? And you may have mirrored each other for a time, but you decided to practice the self-love and the complete healing right here, and to get into the healing process. You decided, hey, I don't like these things that are coming up for me, so I'm going to try to heal them. And now this person is realizing that you actually made progress on that and they have not. Okay, so again, I feel like they really want to make you an offer. There's a fertility right here, like they want this relationship to grow or regrow this relationship. They're trying to manifest you. They want to plant better seeds. There's this sense of like abundance and growth, and these are all like flowers and plants, like a blossoming of something new, which is also in alignment with that Ace of Cups energy. So this person is still holding on to hope. They're still holding on to hope that you will give them a second chance, or they can, sift through that Moon's energy and come to you with a very clear explanation of their inner life, their inner, like what's happening with them inside, in order to make you an offer that you would actually accept. Right? Because I feel like they also have realized that unless they come to you with full transparency and tell you exactly what's going on within them and in their life, you're not going to accept any kind of offer from them. Like you're going to reject them. You're going to say, no, you're not showing up the same way that you did before and thinking that I'm going to take you back. See? Oh my gosh, this is Spirit's advice to you. Know your worth. Wow. Which to me is like full circle. Self-love, know your worth. Absolutely. This is where you're at. And if you don't feel like you're there yet, you are progressing. That's where you should be. Oh my God, I love this reading. I hope you did too. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. The Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. Divine Feminine Entrepreneurs, for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. These are actually Amazon FBA. Really great price, free shipping. They'll get to you very quickly. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. You have no idea how much it actually helps me and the channel. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all in the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose this crystal, as well as Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, and Aries. Let's see. What are they realizing about you? So we're going to start with oracle cards. Then we'll do your tarot. And stay with me until the end, because we will also be getting Spirit's final advice and guidance for you. What do they wish for you to know today? We have here, we have assessing, we have surrender comparisons with other people, keep your eyes trained on yourself, focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Message, Yang. Okay, so I feel like this person is realizing that they have made certain mistakes in this relationship. And I like the fact that they are in this assessing mode. And also I feel like they know that they are being assessed by you. Okay, I feel like this person is starting to understand and take you more seriously. Like I feel like there's something within this person that it's almost like they may have a kind of personality that is like they kind of look at people and expect other people to prove themselves to this person. Okay, and I feel like that just might be a general part of their personality. Like they're not somebody who trusts anybody easily. This is somebody who needs time, okay, who needs time to trust people and who tends to look very closely at people. Okay, they tend to like if you look at this person with the binoculars, it's like they tend to need to look very closely at anybody and really have experience with people before they even begin to trust or even begin to open up. So your person definitely has a lot of walls up. Okay, but I think they're also realizing that you do the same, that you are also assessing them. It's not just like they're the assessment boss. Okay, I feel like this person might be the kind of person who does show up with that energy, like they are the assessment boss. They're gonna assess you. They're gonna figure you out. They're gonna look deeply within you. They're gonna compare you to other people or people they've been with in the past. I feel like this person is realizing that they have made certain mistakes here with you. They may have compared you to other people, especially previous partners, because again, I feel like the reason why this person has a hard time trusting and why they look very deeply, they're very investigative. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this person tries to also like find out things about you. Like they may ask you deep questions. They might have initially started asking you questions that you didn't feel comfortable answering early in the relationship, because they seem to have some sense of like mistrust or a sense of like needing to know, a curiosity that goes a little further than maybe it should. So I feel like this person also made the mistake of making you feel that way and making you feel like they're looking at you deeply or trying to investigate you or trying to figure you out in order to compare you to their ex-spouse or their ex-boyfriend or their ex-girlfriend or their ex-partner, whatever the case. Okay, and I think they're realizing that those things were not right. Like they should not have done those things, and that has put some sort of a pressure on this relationship, because I feel like this person, again, they really may have made you feel like they can't or they don't trust you, even though you didn't do anything to not be trustworthy. It's just kind of their natural thing. So I'm definitely getting a more difficult energy from this person. Like this is not somebody that, is everybody's cup of tea, right? Like this is someone you would have to kind of get used to. They tend to maybe have more of like a harder exterior, like a more of a harder, thick layer that they kind of keep on the outside to protect themselves. But what's interesting is that inside or underneath that harder exterior, I feel like they're realizing that they made a really big mistake, because if they were to look past this exterior that they give out to the world, this harshness or this hardness that they try to appear very tough, inside they really believe that you guys are very compatible. Like you guys are the yin yang. Like you guys do have a very complementary energy. So inside they are very, very deeply attracted to you. They're very deeply wanting to explore this relationship and see what could happen, but they're just so used to putting up these walls and assessing and, looking deeper and trying to just messing with things, right? It's almost like they can't help themselves, even though deep down inside, they are really wanting to bring this connection, this relationship into their hands. Like they don't want to lose it. They don't want you to slip from their hands. They do feel that you guys have a very special connection. There's something there that is very complementary, that's very yin yang, that's just very soothing, that feels very satisfying to this person, but they may be having a hard time either admitting it because they have to keep that, it's hard for them to bring those walls down, or they're having a hard time being vulnerable. So I feel like this person is definitely realizing that they wish to be more vulnerable with you, group 2, that it's time to bring down some of those walls, and maybe they might want to do that through sending you a message. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is more the writing type, like because they maybe have a hard time expressing their emotions verbally, they have those walls up, they may write you a letter or write you or like communicate, at least initially, these thoughts and feelings to you in a written way. Like they might be better able to process their thoughts through writing than through speaking. Let's go deeper. What else are they realizing about group 2? So we have the Page of Diamonds or Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. Seven of Swords. See, this is what I mean. There's definitely an energy of hiding things, not, wanting to know things about other people, but hiding things about yourself. There's a contradiction here. 8 of Crystals or Wands. Ace of Swords. Okay. So I'm really glad that we have this Ace of Swords, because I do think that this person, particularly your person, would benefit from adjusting their mindset. Okay, because a lot of this is a mindset issue. And I'm not surprised that we got the King of Swords, because to me, that's very much in alignment with this energy. The King of Swords is definitely the assessment boss, right? The boss of strategy, assessing, looking at everything under a microscope and over-analyzing and overthinking. Like that is like the shadow side of the King of Swords, right? Over-analysis, overthinking, over-strategizing, just not letting things be. Right? Not letting things just naturally unfold. Like you have to find out every secret. You can't just wait for things to come out on their own, right? There's a sense of urgency. There's a sense of panic. These are the darker sides of the King of Swords. Like the King of Swords must know everything now in that darker side. And I think that's what's been really difficult for this person. You may have even felt a bit of a manic energy from this person, like they just want to know things, or they want to like pry into things, or like they seem distant, but they're distant when you want to talk about them. That's when they become distant. But when they want to talk about you, they're not distant at all. Then they're like all chatty Cathy, chatty Larry. Like, it's an interesting energy. And so I feel like this person is definitely realizing with the Seven of Swords that, yeah, like they have not been equal or fair in this relationship, in the sense that they are hiding things about themselves, or like not wanting to be vulnerable, but asking you to be. Asking things of you, wanting to know deeper information about you without wanting to give information about themselves. Okay, so there's definitely a disconnect here where this person wants to hide their inner self, or they want to hide things about themselves, but they want to know everything about everyone. So there's a definite sense of like self-deceit there, and there's a definite sense of them understanding now that that's actually unfair, that's not right. Page of Diamonds, at least I feel like they are seeing that they do have a lot to learn, okay? When it comes to relationships, particularly when it comes to you particularly, I feel like again, if you have kind of put this person in their place, or you've said, look, I'm not going to talk about myself until you talk about you. This has to be equal. It has to be reciprocal. If you've set boundaries with this person, or you're wondering about how to set boundaries with this person, I think that would be very useful, because I feel like they're realizing that they do have a lot to learn. They might be somebody who does well in the outside world. You know, they might have a good job, they might have a good income, they might have a certain level of success or stability, but they're realizing now from this love, this growing love that they have for you, that they have a lot to learn. They're still kind of a student of love. You know, like as in like student of relationships. There's, you know, they're the way they're handling things is not exactly the most proficient. Like it's not exactly the most like, you know, self-aware and, you know, competent way of building a relationship. So that's why I'm glad that they're realizing that they do need to adjust their mindset. There's a lot of mindset work that they do need to do. And I love this Eight of Crystals because this is faster moving energy. So I feel like this person wants to fix this and fix it fast and come back towards you or be accepted by you. This is also, you know, for some of you, I don't know, long distance relationship, there might even be travel here involved, right? If you guys aren't living close by and there's been some sort of misunderstanding or falling out, they also want to travel to see you so they can talk to you face to face, but they might start off with a written message because they might be far away. Okay, let's go deeper. What else? What else are they realizing? Denial. See, repressed emotions. They're realizing that they've been in denial. Forgive. Asking for your forgiveness. Hidden path. And home. See? So again, I just feel like this person really does care about you. They don't want to lose you. Like I said, I think they have these very like growing feelings for you. I feel like, you know, again, they might have a bit of a harsher personality on the outside. They may come across as a little bit like tough on the outside, but inside, like to me, this is another extension of this yin yang energy. It's like inside, there's this growing love that they have for you. There's this growing respect that they have for you. They feel like you are home to them. You are melting a little bit of that icy exterior because this person might have a bit of an icy kind of exterior where they keep themselves a little cold. They keep themselves a little distant, right? So I feel like you are the warmth. Like to me, this is like a ball of fire as well. Like you, and there's fire right here as well. So I feel like you are the warmth. That to me is also the sun's energy. This is very much like the sun's energy. You are the warmth that is melting their kind of frozen heart. And for some of you, this person kind of has frozen their heart or hides behind the King of Swords kind of energy in order to protect their heart, because comparisons with other people, they may have had their heart broken in the past, right? They may have felt betrayed by other people in the past. They may have felt let down or disappointed in love in the past. So, they kind of, come from that more of that cold energy, but that's not who they truly are inside. It's a good defense mechanism that they put up, but inside it's like your warmth, your love, who you are is radiant, and that is melting away those defenses. And deep down inside, they really do feel that you are home, that, or you could be like the feeling of home to them. So they want to no longer deny or repress these feelings, or deny or repress, not wanting to, or wanting to hide things from you. I feel like they want everything to come up to the surface. They're realizing that, like it has to, they can't push things down anymore. They have to come up to the surface. They may even ask you for forgiveness, and that might come through first through the kind of written word, and then, through face-to-face interaction. And they want to find the path forward. Okay, so maybe since for a while now, the path forward for the two of you has felt blocked, or has felt like maybe it's uncertain. We don't know. I don't know how to deal with this person's issues, but they want to unblock that. They want to find the path forward so this relationship can get back on track. So what is Spirit's final advice here? See the bigger picture. See the bigger picture. Wow. I love that. I think that is exactly the right advice. So if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They're on Amazon FBA. They're very good price, free shipping. They'll get to you quickly. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose this crystal, as well as this deck, and Capricorn, Cancer, Aquarius, and Leo. Let's see. What is your person realizing about you? So we're going to start with oracle cards. Then we'll do your tarot as well. And stay with me till the end, because we'll also be getting advice or guidance from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to know? And those are always really fun because they're always so spot on. So spot on, because yeah, Spirit knows all. We can't hide. Okay, let's see. We have realization. Oh, I love that. Okay, so that's kind of like a literal thing. What are they realizing? They're having a realization. Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. False person. Milk and honey. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if right now there is a silence going on between the two of you. And for some of you, not for everybody, that might be due to a third party here. But this third party doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, although it could be, right? Either, you know, your person is in a different situation. They might be in a different living arrangement. They might be trying to get out of it, or they might be stuck in that and not able to make a decision. For others of you, I feel like this false person is some sort of an ex who is still kind of haunting this person. Either they have to deal with them due to family or due to kids' responsibilities. For others of you, this could be a toxic family member, a mother figure. It could even be a father. It doesn't have to be a feminine energy. It can be a masculine energy at both, because we do have both feminine and masculine figures here. So it can be any person that is diverting this person's attention away from you. Okay, either deliberately or not deliberately, because their motivations can be money, control, power, influence, manipulation, right? Whatever it is that this person may have some ulterior motives in this person's life. And what's interesting is that that's for some of you, but for others of you, this false person energy can just be also how this person thinks of themselves. Okay? So I'm getting two energies from this. One is for those of you who there is some sort of a third party, romantic or non-romantic. But for others of you, I feel like this person, for those of you who there is no third party, I feel like this person is starting to realize or question whether they are the right person for you. Like they might be the false person themselves because they are being silent about something. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, because we are getting this contemplation and stillness and silence, I feel like for some of you there might be a silence right now. It could be minimal contact, it could be no contact for a little while, but I feel like if this person has withdrawn or has been silent for a while, it's because they're coming to a realization that either the person they're with or the person they're dealing with that is distracting them is a false person, or they're coming to the realization that they themselves are not right for you because they themselves are hiding something, are not being their real self. So I feel like this person is for some of you, wearing some sort of a mask. And it doesn't mean that they're hiding something earth-shattering, right? It doesn't have to be like they're hiding some deep, dark secret that will change everything forever. But sometimes people do just wear masks in terms of like hiding some of, you know, parts of who they really are, right? The parts that are wounded, the parts that they're ashamed of, the parts that they don't want people to know about because it feels so raw, or it still hurts. It's still like touching a nerve in them. That's why I feel like from this, the energy I'm getting from this milk and honey is like almost like they feel like right now they cannot provide you the comfort, the nurturing, and the abundance of kind of love and attention and affection, all the things that go with a romantic relationship. They can't offer you that, you know, that kind of, you know, paradise at the end of the rainbow. Okay. So right now I feel like they are coming to certain realizations about where it is that they stand. What do they actually want? What can they actually even offer, right? I feel like for some of them, they are questioning whether they are the false person for you or not the right person for you, because they don't have anything much to offer to you at this time. And it's not about money or anything like that. It's more about themselves. Like, do they have an openness, an emotional availability, a willingness to learn, a willingness to open up, a willingness to be, you know, at your level, to come to you as an equal partner who wants to grow and change and really wants to give and receive comfort and love and peace and joy. Because I do feel, again, this energy, this card's energy does give me the energy of drama. Okay, it gives me the energy of drama, of creating unnecessary drama because you don't know how else to live. This person may have, you know, grown up in an environment that was very filled with drama. So it's not like they consciously want to create drama, but they may just do that as a default. Like, that's what they know. That's what they grew up in. That's the mess that they came from. So that's the mess that they're going to keep creating without realizing it, unless they want to grow, unless they want to meet you, you know, in a place of self-awareness. But I feel like that's kind of what this person is contemplating in silence. Like, are they willing to admit, you know, those parts of themselves that need to be healed? Do they want to work on themselves? Do they want to grow? Or do they just want to kind of bury it all under the sand and go on like nothing happened, right? Like, oh, this is who I am, take it or leave it. I'm not really going to change, right? Like, I feel like this is what they're coming to, a realization that they're going to have to make that choice. If they want you, they're going to have to grow. They're going to have to come out of that shell. They're going to have to drop the mask. They're going to have to be real. If that's not important to them, what's more important to them is maintaining the mask, not changing, not growing, just keeping things as they are and liking that, then that's also another choice. And I think that if they're silent right now, that is the choice that they are contemplating with maybe some other ones. So let's see, let's go deeper. What else are they realizing? So I'm also wondering what within this kind of silence of contemplation, with the choices that this person is now faced with, either, you know, lose you, this one just flew out, so we'll take it, either lose you and stay the same, kind of like, you know, stagnant in their growth. Are they willing to actually come out of that? Or are they okay with being alone, losing you, and just kind of being what they are right now? With those masks and everything. See, High Priestess, there you go. There's the spiritual awakening. See, there's that with the Six of Cups, Nine of Wands. There's that central energy. This is where they come from. Remember I said that they may not be actively trying to create drama, but they may come from drama, you know, like as in like, you know, traumatic upbringings, chaotic household, no stability in the family, no emotional stability, not given emotional nurturing in their family. Or even if they were, it always felt like something was off, like anything could go off. Like from this Nine of Wands energy for your person, I'm getting the energy of like, I'm getting the phrase ticking time bomb. I don't know why I never use that phrase. I think Spirit is giving me that phrase, ticking time bomb, which means that they feel that their upbringing or the environment in which they were raised and it could be a mother energy, it could be a father energy, it could be both. They feel like everything was always a ticking time bomb. Somebody could always go off, right? And it's almost like you have to walk on eggshells. You have to be very careful. Somebody could just kind of, like be pushed into like emotional upheaval, emotional, like, emotional instability. And so there's a lot of Nine of Wands wounding. There's a lot of, I'm the wounded warrior here. I've had to deal with so much, I've had to come from this environment, and so it's almost like there's also a sense of like exhaustion. Like whenever I get the Nine of Wands, you always get the person is wounded, they have bandages on them, but they're still standing there, but they can barely stand. They're tired, they're exhausted, they feel like they've been through hell, like, it's that kind of energy. So I'm not surprised that this person is contemplating, like, do they have it in them to change or grow? Do they have the energy, or is it taking all of their energy right now to just kind of survive and move forward? Right? Sometimes people are just spent, right? Like they're not in a place in their life where they have that emotional strength or the emotional energy to say, okay, I can't do it this way anymore. I got to start, growing. I've got to start healing. I've got to start the process somehow, right? And that's the only thing that's going to change them into, or like help them to grow into dropping the mask, being okay with being more vulnerable, being less about the drama and more about the change, See the Moon. So there we go. It's like this constant lack of clarity. Page of Cups. Okay. So I feel like this person really does love and care for you, but they are right now coming through as a Page of Cups. Like they have a lot to learn. They have a lot of opening up to do from their emotions. Like this is an emotionally immature person. That's why I'm saying there's something within them that hasn't quite grown out of the childishness of like childhood drama, childishness of acting out, maybe temper tantrums, not being able to emotionally regulate themselves, right? They may suffer from that too, or they may have a hard time with that. And again, I'm not saying that this is like, earth-shattering things, but it's enough to make you, group 3, feel very uncomfortable and unsafe in the relationship, because you kind of always have to question where you stand with this person. You don't feel like you ever know. Like today things might be really good and you feel like you're in good standing, and then tomorrow things like blow up and you're like, wait a second, what happened? Like we were on the same page, everything was good, why'd you blow it up? Right? They'll say something or they'll do something to make sure that whatever that peace was is now disturbed. Right? Like I get that energy from this person, that it's almost like when things are quiet and calm between the two of you, they don't know how to handle that. So they have to stir things up. Like they'll bring up something like a recurring argument, or they'll bring up something that's going to rock the boat because they don't know how to handle the stability. That's not normal for them. Like that's not what they're used to. Okay. So they're also realizing these things. I think again, if they're silent right now, if they're withdrawn right now, they are realizing it, because I feel like they're learning some very important spiritual lessons here with the High Priestess energy. And they also understand that you are very in tune spiritually with yourself, and that you can see these things in them. They're aware of that. But I think that with this High Priestess and the Six of Cups, it's a really beautiful, hopeful energy, because I feel like they really do see you as their soulmate. They really do love you and care for you very deeply. They're not good at showing it. They're not good at verbalizing it, but they think very fondly of you. If they were to lose you today forever, they would hold on to all these like precious memories. Like you may not even think that they have precious memories of you, but they do. Like this person may act like they're not sentimental. They may act like they're a very practical person. They may act like sentiment is not for me. Like, I'm not all lovey-dovey. Okay. I'm like, but inside they do hold on to precious memories of you. They do hold on to precious moments that they shared with you. They do have special moments that they keep tucked away in their heart, and they bring those moments up and relive them, but they don't want to tell you about that. I wish they would, but they don't want to. But they also realize that you guys have a spiritual connection. Whether they want to deny it, they might be in denial about it, they may not like to say that, but they do feel some sort of deep spiritual connection with you as well, which is also surprising to them, because they've never really felt that way. Like they don't even know what that would feel like. So they're starting to realize that, hey, this is not kind of superficial. Like I'm used to these like superficial relationships where I don't need to get in so deep with anybody. But with you, it's just different. There's something spiritual, and I don't even like to use that word. Like, you know, they're surprising themselves. So this is a realization. And I feel like they are on a spiritual journey. It may be slow. It may be full of confusion and lack of clarity. And I feel like they're always looking for clarity, but they do struggle to get it. But I feel like this person is definitely spiritually evolving. Like they are realizing that there's something better, okay? That there's a better way to be than the way they're being right now. And that if they don't embrace that better way of being, even if it's slow, then they might just lose you forever because they're just not in the same place as you. They can't connect with you, and you can't connect with them being the way that they are right now. Wow, this one's really interesting, really fascinating. Let's see, what else are they realizing? Yeah, so we have a strong masculine, divine masculine energy here. We have creativity. Yes, they wish to create. Yeah, they have a hard time making compromises. I feel like this person is stubborn. Okay, it's a stubborn energy. Pause. Inaction, calm before the storm. Kind of like, you know, there's some sort of pause or calmness right now, or silence from this person because they need to figure some things out here. And I am getting that it is a very strong masculine energy. Like this person has a strong masculine energy. To me, whenever this card comes up, it also reminds me of like the Emperor's energy, right? Like they kind of want to have the final word. They want to be the boss. Like you can't tell them what to do, but if you told them something, they don't want to accept it right away. But when they come to their own conclusion, then they'll be like, okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I believe that, you know? So there's a very strong kind of stubborn energy. I think they're also realizing that, you know, they have never been good at compromising with you or coming to a mutual understanding with you on things and discussing things like that and kind of giving in a little. And that's part of a healthy relationship. That's why I'm saying this person is very aware of the fact that if they don't grow in the ways that they need to grow, if they don't step into a newer, better version of themselves that is growing into being in a good relationship, they're going to lose you. Because if you can't compromise and you can't come to the table with patience and an ability to listen and want to reciprocally give to you, why would you stick around? So I feel like they're coming to the realization also that they want to create something better with you, better than what you've experienced so far with this person. I feel like they don't want you to have a bad impression of them. And I feel like many of you do, like you're disappointed in this person. You've been losing respect for this person because of their behavior. And this person realizes that. And it really makes them feel really bad. Like, oh my gosh, I can tell that you don't respect me so much anymore. I can tell that the way you look at me or the way you feel about me is like, you know, it's going downwards, right? Like you're just liking me less and less until the point where you won't like me at all. And that's why they pause right now, because they're trying to figure out what is the best way to, you know, what should they say? What should they do? What is the best way to heal this with you, to not lose you? So this is your final advice from Spirit. Speak your world into being. Beautiful. Speak your world into being. So I would say that take this as whatever group 3 you would like from this relationship. Speak it, as in like write it down, like how you imagine this relationship to be, the world that you want to create with this person. How do you want this relationship to be? Speak it, write it, you know, write it and speak it and say, this is what I'm looking for, and then see if they meet you at that point. Okay. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. Twin Flame Oracle is the one that's right here. This is the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur for those of you who would like to start a spiritual business or already have one. These are Amazon FBA, free shipping. They'll get to you really quickly. They're also a really great price. So all of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one.